It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. Now George, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar. OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Orlando. He gets that one.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Lowry.
You cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
George double team, count the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Lowry. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Anunoby. Sweet little floater.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And Paul gets it to go in.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Paul against Lowry, and there's the pass to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. Williamson with the block.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Chris Paul. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry from outside the arc. Green with the rebound. It's been a quick start for Orlando. It's a 5-point game, and Paul gets it to go in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The shot by Lowry, no good. Orlando leading by 7. Inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Marcus All checked in for the Raptors. Davis comes in for Fred Van Vliet.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Williamson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Toronto trails by 9. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Gasol wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-6 run. And that one, good. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They kick it out to Green. Good on the 3-point shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lowry passes to Davis. Good D by Williamson. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Orlando. Leading by 12. Yes, that goes in.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Davis has the open look. Green with the rebound. Orlando leading by 14. It's stolen by Lowry. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam kicks to Gasol. And the Raptors miss again. Paul against Lowry. And Paul gets it to go in. He's got 14.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Chris Boucher and Van Vliet out there with Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Here's Gasol. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, Marc Gasol will never back away when he's got that kind of interior position.
Paul kicks to George. Shoots over Powell. And there's Paul George on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside Gasol. Fader on the way. And he overshot that one, missing. Orlando leading by 19 points. George, that's a 2-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. No good on that one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powell, that's good.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Paul passes to Green. Now Williamson. Boucher defending. And that one's good. Williamson's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Van Vliet looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, if you think about Fred Van Vliet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto.
Well, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So he gets them both. Orlando leading by 18. Here's Paul. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Orlando shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
But Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Van Vliet.
Just for this trip to the line, I'll call him by his full name. Frederick Edmund Van Vliet Sr. Had to get that in there. Now we can just go back to Freddie V.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Terrence Davis comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Norman Powell.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the Raptors call time here. And look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Ibaka outside. Davis with it. Picked up by Turner. Toronto working the ball around now. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Turner outside. George. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Wow, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Ibaka finds Davis. Now here is Lowry. The pass to Ibaka for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The shot by George, no good. Outside, Davis. That one, no good. And Orlando the other way now. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Lowry against Paul. Misses it from 7 feet out. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Turner dishes to Green. To the inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Siakam outside. And that one, good. Siakam's got his first points of the night.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
And so it's Orlando with a And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Zion Williamson is out there with Turner. Then it's Green. Then it's Paul George. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Outside Lowry. Offline with his 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, we know Chris Paul is a pass-first type point guard, but boy, can he score it.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. And it's sent back by Turner. And now Orlando on the break. Paul's running, and he gets the bucket. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Ibaka outside. Here's Van Vliet. No good there. Good D by Williamson.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
The shot's good from Paul.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Lowry's shot is good.
And they get one. Now, 1 of 5 here in the third. And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Trains the three-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Green's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Van Vliet outside. Lowry up top, defended by Paul, and it's in there. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
The shot by Turner, no good. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Anunoby against Green. Lock at 6. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Stolen by George. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Stolen by Van Vliet. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Lowry.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Here's George. Here's Williamson. Turner passes to George. Over in the corner, Paul. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Green. Orlando moving the ball around. The shot by Turner, no good. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Paul. Here's Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
The Raptors making a switch here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet with the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside, George takes the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's Davis for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul with the buckets. Paul's got 11 points in the quarter.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. High, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Paul dishes to George. And here's Green outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Orlando. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Toronto right now, Powell is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Powell down low. Defended by George. Good work defensively by Turner. George passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
It's blocked. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the basket is good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Paul, and he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got 13 points in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Gasol no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Van Vliet. Good on the bucket. 10 points for Fred Van Vliet.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
That one good for 2.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Van Vliet outside. There's the pass to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Van Vliet against Paul, and he makes good on the layup. Paul's got 33.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
1:46 left in the game. Here's Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol finds Powell. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
On the wing, George. Pass to Green. Good on the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Paul with the ball for Orlando. Passes it to George. Turner inside. He's up against Gasol. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
It's Gasol missing. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And the Raptors with possession. Pass to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. Floats one. It's not going to go for him. Some solid D from Paul. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And George kicks to Green. The pass to Paul. Lets it go with the three. Sinks the triple. Paul's got 38 points.
There's so much confidence in his ability to make range shots. Chris Paul knocks down the three.
Here's Powell. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williamson right side. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Older, this is Kevin Harlan along